Shooting at targets with an air rifle or plinking can be great fun, but first you need to know some rules. The first rule is never point a gun at a human being. And the second cardinal rule to remember is that hunting is illegal in India. Never shoot at an animal. This is a 25-year-old STB 50.22 air rifle. That's the butt, and there's the cheek rest, the grip, my fingers near the trigger. Above the trigger is a peep sight that some people like to use for aiming, but I prefer the open sights, the rear sight and the front sight. This is the rear sight, which can be adjusted up and down and from side to side. Looks a bit ugly because I've hacked it. And then this is the front sight, which is just a sort of pillar that has to be lined up with the rear sight. That's the barrel, and here's the receiver, which has a spring at the back and a piston in front to compress air and shoot the pellet. Here is a demonstration of how air rifles work. Air rifles use a blast of compressed air to shoot a pellet through the barrel. In this case, I will use an ordinary drinking straw to simulate an air rifle barrel. The straw has been fixed to the ground using blue tack, and a matchbox is the target. I will load a .22 air rifle pellet into the back of the straw, like one would load a pellet into the breech of an air rifle. Here's the .22 pellet. And there it goes into the back of the straw. As a source of compressed air, I'll use an ordinary dust destroyer compressed air can. I'll shoot a blast of compressed air into the back of the straw, and you can see the target, the matchbox, go flying. There it goes. Now, before I talk about how to cock and load an air rifle, I'd like to demonstrate a few more rules about how an air rifle should be carried and how to place targets in safe places so that nobody gets hurt. This is the wrong way to carry an air rifle, as if it were a shopping bag. Apart from the fact that if it went off accidentally it would hurt someone grievously, it could swing around and hit people and things and damage the air rifle itself. This is the correct way to hold the air rifle, with the muzzle pointed upwards, the way one would carry a flagpole. It is essential to choose or place targets in a place where it is completely safe to shoot at them, and that pellets will not end up hitting any human or bounce back and hit the shooter. This is an example of a place that is very bad. The target, a tin can, has been placed on a gate with a busy road beyond that. Here is an example of another badly placed target. The tin can again is placed on a boundary wall between two properties. Pellets can go across and hit someone in the neighbor's compound. This is the sort of place where a target can be placed. There is a wall in the background and several layers of cloth. Layers of cloth are extremely good at stopping pellets. The cloth also prevents ricochet of pellets back at the shooter. Good air rifles have, etched within the barrel, a series of spiral grooves that cause the pellet to rotate as it travels down the barrel. These spiral grooves are called rifling. The pellet emerges from the barrel spinning at something like 20 to 30,000 revolutions per minute, and this stabilizes the pellet and makes it travel true and accurate towards the target. The rifling can be seen in this video. And now a few words about cocking, loading and aiming an air rifle. Cocking the air rifle is achieved simply by breaking the barrel and bending it all the way down till it locks, and this reveals a little hole at the end of the breech into which a pellet can be loaded. This is a pellet that's made mostly of lead. It's a .22 flat head pellet. It consists of a flat head, a waist and a skirt. The pellet is inserted head first into the breech of the air rifle, pushed firmly into place, and the barrel is simply closed and locked. It's now loaded and ready to shoot, and for that reason I'm going to keep my finger well off the trigger because it's indoors and unsafe to shoot. Never keep your finger on the trigger until you're ready to actually shoot the air rifle at a target. Always keep the finger off the trigger. This is very important for safety and to prevent accidental firing. Aiming the air rifle can be done by lining up the target, which is a red tin can here, with the front sight and the rear sight. The front sight consists of a pillar. The rear sight has a U-shaped notch. The pillar needs to be kept exactly in the center of the U-shaped notch and lined up with the target. Once you've taken aim, that's it. You're ready to shoot. Pull the trigger and have fun. And remember to be safe always.